So thank you, Mesquite neighbors and friends, for coming out. We're going to move into City Council Place 5 Candidate Forum. Again, I want to thank the Dallas County East Democrats for volunteering to host this, for putting in a lot of work to bring everybody together. I want to thank our moderator, Shaka Terrell here, for agreeing to host this forum. And then I also want to thank our candidates who decided to show up and be accountable, Sergio Garcia and Henry Brown. Unfortunately, B.W. Smith did not attend and is not willing to answer questions in front of us. But we do have two of the three great candidates, and so we're looking forward to hearing your hopes, your visions for the future of Mesquite. And so if you guys would help me, please, thank you for Ms. Shaka for moderating this.
Okay, in the rock, paper, scissors debacle, Sergio has won, so if you would start with you have 2-minute intros.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sergio Garcia. I'm running for Mesquite City Council Place 5. Thank you very much for putting this on. This is great. All right, I have lived in Mesquite since 1990. I came here when my family moved over there by Tysinger Elementary School. I have been active in this community for over 20 years. I have served in a variety of positions with different groups, organizations, and boards. I have served on different committees here in the city. I have served on the board of directors for Keep Mesquite Beautiful. I have served on Planning and Zoning Commission, and I currently serve on the largest nonprofit here in Mesquite, Sharing Life, for the last 5 years. I currently work at the Dallas Athletic Club, which is up on La Prada. I've been up there for 6 years. I'm part of their golf department. I do member guest services there. I believe that this opportunity to run and serve on the city council is a long time in coming for many of us. This new system of election that we have now with single member districts is really going to bring out the people, and it has shown since we have only 7 positions available, we have 17 people running. I myself was going to run regardless of how the election for the charter came out last year. It pushed it back from May to November. I think that there are many opportunities here in Mesquite that we have to address. There's things ranging from economic development and our infrastructure, our animal shelter, how we attract business, how we manage our housing stock. And, you know, there is so much to do. It will take all of us working together to accomplish anything. Any single person just working on behalf of themselves or a group or a section of the town is not going to get it done. We're going to be part of a team, and that's what I believe in. This is what we got to work on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergio. Mr. Brown?
Top of the evening to everybody.
I'm sorry, before you start, Chaka, can you, we can't hear you out here, so speak up or hold the microphone.
Got it. Thank you.
Again, top of the evening to everybody. My name is Henry Brown. I'm a longtime resident of the city of Mesquite. My daughter just graduated recently from Petite High School. She off to Lancaster University down in Oklahoma. She's serving her second year in Lancaster University, in which I'm very, very excited about. I have roots out here in the city of Mesquite. Just like my opponent, I have served on numerous of boards in the city of Mesquite. I'm Crime Watch president for the Mesquite Square community. I work with the Historic Society, the Brickyard Cemetery Preservation Society. I just do a lot of volunteer work out here. I like to see myself as being a person that's in the trenches. Whenever, you know, I'm needed by residents or I'm needed by one of the city officials, if they call on me, I try to deliver. I'm often called upon because of my love for this city, and I do love this city. And you know, and of course, my employment. I'm employed by the Dallas Area Rapid Transit. I've been there for about 18 years, and I see a need for not only the community to engage themselves in a way to make Mesquite better. I'm very much in support of single-member districts. You know, without the single-member district, I probably wouldn't be here on today. But like to say that by electing me to be the city council in District 5, I will have your best regards. I will carry your best regards at all times. And I will try to bridge the gap and try to unify the city. And I think when you look at my background, you can see all of these instances where I have been front and center in almost everything you can think of in this city. And that won't stop. I'll continue to push for all of the citizens in this city where we can all benefit from the beauty of the city. Thank you.
Thank you, General. Okay, our first question. In District 5, Place 5, there are a large portion of your district that have failing roadways. The roads are not in good condition. Based off the current plan, it could take upwards of more than 10 years for those needs to be addressed. What do you plan to do to ensure that those streets in your place are placed on a higher priority?
Well, I think that goes along with having advocacy on the inside. If the streets in my community are real bad, what I would try to do, I would try to get them to probably seeking you put them on a priority list. I wouldn't feel right being a city council to have all of this renovation and construction going on in somebody else's district and not have any going on in mine. I think that's what's going to set me apart from a lot of the people that are running in District 5, because I would push for equality, and I would push for things to be equitably done for all of the districts. I understand that District 5 may not be the only district that are having these problems, but at the same time, we have to just reach across the aisle and work with each other. So, yeah, we do have that problem, and I would just push. I would have them to put it on a higher priority list than maybe it was previous. But I know that these things just can't happen by individuals sitting back doing nothing. You can't sit back in the city of Mesquite and do nothing. You have to be the one, like they say, the wheel that squeak the loudest get the oil. That's what I do. I squeak the loudest, and I try to get the oil. And by doing so, I think that we will have better streets. We'll have better infrastructure in our city. Thank you.
Infrastructure in our city is a big, ugly problem. It's going to take a long time. Unfortunately, if it's going to be 10 years, we got to try to bring that down. We have to work on improving the entire system here in the city. We have to work on our district in 5. That is a big part, being the center, eastern side of town. We have to look not only of the street, but the infrastructure around it and under it. It will take time. It will take a lot of money. But we have to prioritize what is best for the city. What is in its best interest? I do not want to see patchwork, quilt-like roads. I want to see roads that do not tear up our cars as we drive along them. But we have to be able to work in a systematic, proper, orderly fashion. I will make sure that we have a proper plan in place to go along with what the citizens have passed in the recent bond election for our streets. This is very important. I realize it. I will take that to City Hall, and we will work on that together as a team up there. Thank you.
Thank you. Many times when you're revising the budgets of departments, you find excess money. How do you think that this money should be used? Should it be distributed across the departments or used within the departments which it was originally found?
Well, finding excess money in the budget would be great, but I know that current budget and probably the next budget and possibly the one after that is going to be tight. I know that the recent town hall budget on budget that we had earlier this year, I know that the city manager already asked all departments to make cuts where they can. If money is found, if that money isn't specifically assigned to any particular department or program, if we can move it, then we should look at that. We have to be able to prioritize how we spend our money to make best use of it. What is it going to be the best use of the money that's going to bring the proper answers, solutions to our challenges here in the city?
The allotment of money that is found and the use of it, I understand that only, monies that are found are earmarked for certain budgets and earmarked for certain type of functions of the city. But if in event we could possibly move something around to benefit another department, no, I would have to take a look at possibly our first responders. I understand that the 911 operators, they just gotten a raise, proposed raise for them, but we have to look at our first responders too. We got to make sure that the people that put themselves in harm's way on a daily basis are taken care of. I really appreciate the work from the first responders because my mind go back to the wreck that took place on Lawson Road where this bus ran off the road and all of these young kids was trapped in that bus. That bus was caught afire. And the first responders, they came in and they worked very hard and very passionately to rescue almost 30-some kids, except one. They couldn't get to them. But those are the type of things that I would really look to put extra money into. If there's money found, if it's possible to move money from one budget to another, I would like to take a look at our first responders because we appreciate the work that they do. Thank you.
Make that the last question, let them go into, we're behind on schedule, let them go into closing.
All right, gentlemen. We have a few minutes each to just tell us what your top priorities are.
First of all, I'm elated over the fact that we have an opportunity in this city to elect a council of color, several councils of color, very much in support of the single member district. And somebody said something about, it wasn't broadcast well, but I remember attending several meetings where it was talked about by city officials. There were all kind of ways, we could pretty much understand the direction the charter was going. So, this is the city of Mesquite. We are almost equally, we have equal amount of races in this city. I like to look at it as being 30, 30, 30. So there's ground for improvement in terms of advocacy in our city, but we just have to seize the moment and make it work for us as a community. So I'm very excited about that. And what I say to the city, we just got to keep on. We just got to keep on building on that which is good. We got to keep on trying to do the best we can to make this city accessible for all of our residents, because not all of our residents feel like this city is accessible. So we got to get to that point. I think we're going in the right direction with single-member district, with the possibility of elected councils of color. So I just say we need to continue to build on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Garcia.
What I see as priorities for me coming into the city council, we have to improve our business environment. We have to allow ourselves to have new thinking and opened up and be more receptive to new ideas. We have a 3% unemployment rate for the city. This is low, but still, when you look at the population of the city, it's quite high. We have to be able to work on that. I believe that we have to working on root causes of a lot of our problems, be it from homeless to crime to infrastructure. We can't just work on the symptoms of these problems. We got to go to what causes these problems and do our best to provide a solution for them. Now, I also think that we have to continually do better at communicating between City Hall and our residents. It was said up here on this stage that people didn't understand the language on the ballot for the charter election that changed us to single member districts. I attended almost all of those, and I know that it was discussed, and the language of what we were trying to do was clear. But I know what was discussed, and by the time it got on the ballot through the lawyers, it changed a little bit. I believe that the city could have communicated better when we were rolling out what we were voting on. Communication is going to be something that we need to continually improve. I hope to be able to help with all of those priorities when I get up in the council seat. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, this concludes our question and